everybody, Dr. Mike Roussel here, and welcome to today's video. Today what we want to talk about is the key to long-term diet success. Now, as we're moving into the new year, we're going to get a lot more people, maybe yourself, people you know, I know I'm definitely going to be helping a lot more people start to lose weight. There's something about the new year that triggers a lot of weight loss diet activity. But as you go into this kind of season of weight loss, one of the things that I want you to think about is that weight loss is a process, okay? And just like any process, things need to happen in a specific order. And if you take these things out of order, it's really going to derail your progress. Now, sometimes I like to use this analogy with clients in regards to weight loss, where it's like a performance, okay? So if you were to go see a magic show, and in the very first act, the magician did like 9 tricks at once. He sawed himself in half while escaping from a box, while pulling a rabbit out of a hat. All at the very first time, all the very first trick, right? What would he or she, what would this magician have to do for the second trick? Nothing, right? Because they've used all their tricks. And that's kind of how I want you to look at your weight loss journey. Now, starting out, usually your motivation is high, right? And you want to do lots of things. You want to put lots of stuff into action. You want to, cut calories and count calories, and you want to do lots of cardio, and you want to hit the weights extra hard, hour and a half, 2-hour sessions, and you want to do all these things. But what happens is, if you do all those things at once you hit a weight loss plateau, which is bound to happen just because weight loss isn't a linear process, you're not going to have any tricks, you're not going to have any rabbits or tricks to pull out of your hat to use to jumpstart that weight loss process. Excuse me. So what I'd like you to do starting out when you start your weight loss journey, whether you're doing it right now or whether you're going to be starting in a week or so with New Year, is just do the least amount of stuff possible to elicit weight loss. Okay? When you're starting out, it's not going to take a lot to start losing weight. If you haven't been exercising, start exercising. If you haven't been paying attention to your diet, just set a couple guidelines for you to follow, some habit-based guidelines, like eat vegetables at every meal and eat protein at every meal. Okay? Set those 2 guidelines for your diet and set the goal of exercising 4 hours a week. Now, if you set those things, those aren't very aggressive goals, but they are going to get your weight loss kick-started. Now, that's going to work for, say a couple weeks, and then maybe you're going to notice your weight loss is going to plateau. So then you just add another layer or pull another rabbit out of your weight loss trick hat. Okay? And then the next thing, maybe it's you're going to modify your exercise program so that you're doing 5 hours a week. Or maybe you're going to add interval cardio. Maybe you just have been doing steady state cardio because you're trying to build up your aerobic base because maybe you just didn't have a very high level of fitness. So you want to switch to more intense exercise. Also with weight loss, intensity oftentimes, I would say almost always, trumps duration, while the opposite is true for diet. With diet, duration trumps intensity. So there's a little dichotomy with those 2 things. But back to the point. When you're planning your weight loss diet, okay, don't pull all the rabbits out of the hat initially. Okay? Show a little self-restraint. Just apply, a couple key things that you can do differently that are going to elicit that change, that's going to cause you to lose weight. And then, as time goes on and you start to plateau, pull out another trick. Okay? Don't do 5 or 6 at once again, just 1 or 2. A great example is at Peak Performance in New York City, where I do a lot of consulting. The owner there, Joe Dowdell, one of the things that he does with weight loss training is with fat loss clients when they're looking to do some body comp, maybe they'll be supersetting 2 exercises, right? 2 weightlifting exercises. But then to add that extra metabolic burn, they'll add in at the end of that superset 45 or say 30 to 60, 30, 45 or 60 seconds of more of an aerobic activity, more of a cardiovascular activity. So it's maybe they're on the fan bike or they're on the VersaClimber or they're doing kettlebell swings or mountain climbers. So it's 2 weight training exercises, and then you throw in 30 to 60 seconds of more of a, intense metabolic type aerobic modality. And now by doing that, just adding that stimulus, if you add that to the end of all your sets, if you're doing 9 sets, say in a workout, right, you're doing supersets, say like 3 paired supersets with 3 sets each, right, so those are kind of 9 supersets, and you're adding a minute of activity at the end of all those supersets, That's going to be 9 extra minutes of intense exercise at the end of your workout. That's a significant amount of work compared to what you were doing previously. So just those little changes can make big impacts on your weight loss. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Now, when you're going to plan your fat loss, your action step for this video is to not pull all the rabbits out of the hat. Okay, plan what you're going to do, set up a bunch of different changes that you can make, and just make the first one and see how your body responds. Okay, I'm Dr. Mike Roussel. Thanks for watching this video, and make sure you come back for the next one and subscribe to my YouTube channel.